So here's the post in Etsy sellers. It's from 4 days ago. My Etsy store is getting traffic, but no sales from social media. I have tried Instagram and Facebook ads, but the cost per click is getting too high. Someone told me Pinterest is better for product discovery because people go there to search for things to buy. I have a Pinterest account, but I have not posted in months. I'm wondering if it is worth the time to start posting again. How many pins should I post per day for an e-commerce store? Also, should I focus on product images or lifestyle photos? I decided to give Pinterest a proper try. They bought some service that I checked out. It's pretty expensive because I didn't want to learn another platform. We'll update you guys later. So a lot of people had some good things to say, and I'm going to jump into what I want to say here in a second. But this person had a good point. Have you ever visited your listings using an external link? When coming from offsite, Etsy presents an entirely different page than when coming from on Etsy. This page is largely covered in similar listings from other sellers. You're advertising Etsy and your competitors more than yourself. If you're going to spend money on social media ads, direct them to your own website rather than to Etsy. So yeah, Etsy is sometimes different landing pages and it's full of other people's stuff. So you really got to keep that in mind. This person said it's horrifically broken. Etsy don't support it anymore. But if you get the majority of your traffic from yourself, from social media, maybe spend the $12 or so on a pattern site at the very least, so that way they're only going to your listings. So there's a lot of things to unpack, but I want to talk about just a few simple things. Number one is you need a lot of views just to get one sale. This is a common and real situation that we're talking about, meaning the social media traffic not converting, but due to other reasons. This is what I want to make clear, is that you need a lot of views to obtain one sale. On Etsy, for example, where traffic is warm already, a 1% conversion rate means one sale every 100 views. If we don't know the exact amount of views that the seller was describing, it's hard to actually know if this is a real problem. But this point is important to remember. It takes a lot of views to get one sale, and that not all traffic is equal, because if everyone is coming over from social media, that means they're not warm. It's not warm traffic. That's a whole other ballgame. That traffic, depending on your social media marketing, call to action, and everything else, is not going to convert as well most times compared to somebody that's warm, that types in a keyword that your product matches, sees your product that they're actually looking for, and then considers buying it. That's extremely warm, and that's on Etsy side of things. So social media traffic is so much different than Etsy warm traffic that they're finding through search. You got to understand that. So without seeing, how many views they're talking about and how many sales they're actually getting, it's hard to really explain or conclude anything, but that does need to be said. The second thing I want to talk about is paying for ads to go to Etsy is absolutely a terrible idea. Imagine that Etsy is a mall. You're paying for someone to come get distracted on Etsy.com, and paid ads are for mostly standalone websites and when it comes to e-commerce. So do not run ads to your Etsy store. Please, I've been saying that for years. Please don't do that. You can't track clicks, conversion, add to carts, or anything. You have no control over the back end of the website Etsy.com, so you can't install a tracking pixel to keep track of any of that. If the seller was indeed doing that, that definitely explains a lot of it right there. Cold paid traffic from the wide exposure of the World Wide Web coming to a niche Etsy store. No, that's not going to work. Please do not do that. The third thing is that this store may not be that built out or not that great. We didn't see the store. We just seen that my Etsy store isn't converting from traffic on social media. That's fine. But the store might not be built out. It might not be that great. Just because you get traffic doesn't mean you're going to sell. You might have low quality stuff. It's a tough pill to swallow, so I'm sorry. Etsy might give small participation trophies to new sellers and give you views, but buyers don't, because it's their money on the line. Buyers hand money over when the product is good and when they really want it. So that's a possibility as well. You have to keep that in mind. So instead of paying for cold traffic from ads off social media, sending them to Etsy.com where people are getting distracted. You want to optimize your SEO for Etsy specifically to capture those people on Etsy.com because it's so much more warm traffic. They're going to convert so much better. If you sell on Etsy, sell on Etsy. You can exist entirely without social media on Etsy.com. Should you? Depends. Not if you want a long-term brand. If you have a brand that is genuine and people actually want to see it on social media, I say that because a lot of Etsy niches nowadays make for some really boring social media accounts, to say the least. Like, for example, nobody wants to see an Instagram feed full of AI slop mama bear t-shirts. I'm sorry, but that just makes for boring social media. So I see that mistake a lot where people will just spam their products onto an Instagram feed, and it's wasting their time when they could just be optimizing for Etsy and getting warm Etsy sales. So if you want to optimize for in Etsy traffic, which you absolutely should because it's warm traffic, then using AddToCartSEO, an app that I developed after 8 years of selling and coaching, that's going to be one of your best bets. I love this app. It has improved my workflow entirely, and I'm sure it will improve yours as well. Let's say this listing right here is yours or a competitor's. Grab the URL, come over to the app, paste the URL or any title into here, hit generate, and you get 3 powerful titles and tags that are structured properly to get the most reach and the best tags. So you have Powerhouse Fit, that's the closest to the original. You have safe reach and expansion. That's reaching out just 1 degree into more buyer territory with new types of phrases. Then you have experimental reach / test. That's reaching into even more buyer searches that are related to your original. So if you don't like searching through, all these different apps for 2-word phrases nonstop and then crafting your title after that, this saves you literally hours. You can even hit generate description right here, and it makes you a non-AI slop description that uses all the keywords, or if not all, most, from these titles and tags above. So that way the algorithm can actually crawl that listing for you. You can hit copy on there, copy on title tags, and you're good to go. It's very powerful, and that's how you actually get warm traffic on Etsy rather than buying traffic from elsewhere and wasting your money. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it helped you. Check out this app in the description below. Let me know if you have any feedback on it as well, and I hope you have a beautiful day.